Hello, and welcome back everyone. This video is part 4 and the final part of our series introducing the Remodeled Getty Provenance Index, now in the ArchES platform. For an introduction to data models, please go back and watch part 1 of this series. For an exploration of the new interface, please watch part 2. For explanations on how to search the remodeled database, please watch part 3. To stay in the loop, please subscribe to the Getty Research Institute's channel. We will be posting more training videos there in the coming weeks. In this video, we are going to introduce the Related Resource Graph, a new tool in the database that supports and encourages data exploration and visualization. Let's start with this painting, The Allegory of Wisdom and Strength by Veronese. Instead of clicking through to read the report, I'm going to click on the Related Resources graph on the bottom right of the search result. After a moment to load, this opens up this painting's relationships in a network graph, as well as information about the kinds of relationships which are listed here on the right side of the page. These relationship descriptions represent the underlying data model. Below this section called Resource Information, we have a search feature for searching the various nodes connected in this network, and below that we have the legend for the graph, which is helpful for understanding what each node represents. The graph itself is interactive. You can drag across the graph, zoom in and out, and reposition each node, which is very helpful for our nodes with longer names. On the top right, you will notice that we have more options. This first button shows information about whichever node that you select. This plus sign button expands the graph based on your selections. So here, I am selecting a node representing the sale of this painting in 1798. Now I can see all of the related resources for this sale, which is useful if I'm interested in seeing things like the people involved, such as Thomas Hope, Michael Bryan, and the Duc d'Orléans, all three of whom are represented in red. Or the physical copy of the catalog that this information comes from, represented here in brown. The next option is to refocus your graph on whichever node you select. So let's say now I'm interested in seeing all of the connections Thomas Hope has within the Provenance Index. When I refocus my graph on him, he becomes the center and all of his relationships are spread out around him. Now clearly he has many connections, but I'm really only interested in the activities that he took part in. So I'm checking the legend to see that the blue button, the blue dots, are what I want to see. What I can do next is select this button with the crossed out eye, which removes nodes from my view. I can go through and click to remove any nodes that I am not interested in, which again in this example is going to be anything that is not blue. For now, this will take a moment. We are working on options to make this process more efficient, such as having the ability to remove all nodes of a specific color or type at once. But for now, we will have to remove them individually. And finally, now that only the activities I'm interested in remain, I can click this final button, the circled arrow, to reposition my graph evenly. I can pull more nodes out that look interesting and continue to expand my network graph by adding more relationships in order to see some common connections. So here I'm looking at this sale in 1809. When I click to expand, I can see all of its related resources. And now I'm going to look at this sale in 1802. And when I click to expand this one, I can see that both sales have some common connections, namely Christie's and Thomas Hope. Okay, so now that we've reviewed what is currently available in the Remodeled Getty Provenance Index through this series, it's time to hear about more new and exciting things that are being worked on as we speak. To start, more saved searches. Please see Part 3 of this series for more information about saved searches. We want to hear from you and all of our users. What kinds of searches do you need? What are the searches you want to have handy in our saved search menu? We populate that with feedback directly from our users, so please let us know what you would like to see. Next, we are developing a map feature to plot all of the location information we have in our data on an interactive map. And then, of course, we will have archival inventories joining sales catalogs and stock books in the remodeled platform. We are eager to see what connections can be made explicitly between these data sets. Next, we are exploring more user-friendly ways to query the data via the Sparkle endpoint, which is the query language for semantic data. We hope this will facilitate more powerful and complex queries. And we have new data coming. We have auction data from American sales catalogs to add to the Remodeled Index in the future. And finally, we are continuously working with developers to update and improve the Remodeled Index's interface to make it more intuitive and user-friendly. Most importantly, we want to really emphasize that all of the improvements we make are driven by user feedback. We sincerely want to hear all of your suggestions and comments about how we can make the Provenance Index work better for you. Please keep practicing with the Remodeled GPI, and again, we welcome your continued feedback on the platform. If you run into any problems, want to make a correction within the data, or have any questions regarding the Provenance Index, please reach out to us via the feedback form, which is on the GPI's homepage. You can also use this form to request other topics for future videos that will get more specific and really dig into a particular topic. Don't forget to subscribe to the Getty Research Institute's channel and make sure to keep an eye out for more training videos on other topics and features of the Remodeled Getty Provenance Index. We thank you again for your interest, and we will see you in the next video.